Let my brother know I was streamed on it.
Hey, we're live again, and it looks like we're actually in the right orientation this time. It's probably a separate video, so go back to the go back to the Man of Recaps homepage. Theoretically, you should find it here. I'm gonna put it on my little. Cool. Hey everyone.
We did it! We figured it out.
I hope everyone can make it back over here. It's too bad we had about 9 couple of you waiting. Hopefully you can find your way back to the right video. Let's see. Are you still on the old one, actually? Go back to the old one and tell chat to go to the new one. Although the old one stopped streaming. We'll see. We'll test it out. But in any case, for you in posterity, come and check in later. This is the Man of Recaps live pre-show show. I'm joined once again by Mr. Vincent.
Hey, Brennan.
And this week by Joanna.
Hi!
It's been an exciting first 2 weeks of Game of Thrones. First 2 episodes have been pretty good. Vince, what do you think of the last episode, actually, episode 2?
You know, I thought it tied up a lot of loose ends. It was like pretty important to the overall story arc.
Indeed it was. The joke is Vince never saw last week's episode. It's okay, we'll forgive him. It was a busy weekend.
To be fair, I only watched Game of Thrones with you, and you were busy with your mom.
I was with my mom. It was Easter.
Yeah.
But Joanna, how big a Game of Thrones fan are you?
I love this show. I'm obsessed. I've seen the second episode of this season already 4 times. So, yeah.
Just every day this week, basically.
Every day this week, yeah. It just made me feel so happy watching all the happy endings that I know we're not going to get ever again.
Right, it was great to see all those characters, talk. It's nice because we've got such a big final season here. So much of it is going to be, action and big events going on, starting tonight with the Battle of Winterfell. Who's ready for that?
Yay!
That was the noise Battle of Winterfell makes.
Yeah.
So yeah, last week's episode, it was a lot of fun just to get people to actually hang out. The characters we've grown to know and love over these 8-ish years.
Yeah.
It's been exciting.
It's a nice little happy ending for them because they're going to have a sad one today. Ugh.
Some will die, no doubt about that. What we were going to do today was top lists. Tonight's episode is supposed to be a big battle scene, so we're going to talk about top battles in Game of Thrones. There have been some good ones. Some characters will die, so we'll talk about top deaths in Game of Thrones. Although, it just occurred to me, not a lot of deaths in battle. What about that? What do you guys think about that? Chat, any major characters, have they died in a battle? I feel like the big ones are, the Red Wedding,
Yeah.
Ned Stark, things like that.
But he wasn't even in a battle.
No, executions
Yeah.
and weddings.
Yeah.
We'll see. Do you remember any?
I remember Ned Stark for sure.
That was a big one.
I mean, I sort of saw it coming, right?
Yeah, they did bring him up and put him down next to the chopping block.
Yeah, but it's Sean Bean. Yeah.
Ah, that's true. Our friend Mr. Bean. sorry, Sean. I don't know if anyone calls you that. Yeah, let's jump right into it. Plus we've got a special guest coming later in the episode. I'm not going to give it away, but he is actually on the show. I managed to get someone from Game of Thrones to come down to my apartment today, so it's pretty big times for Man of Recaps.
Very exciting.
So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Please also talk in chat, say everything you want to say hey. We've got a beautiful girlfriend off screen reading the chat, and she'll tell us, what you guys say, any cool questions, any cool comments. And we'll find out if you have something.
that was your cue to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading. Well, everyone says hello, and there are some good questions coming in, but somebody did mention that the last episode was the first episode since season 3 in which there were no deaths. So that's why last episode
kidding.
seemed so good, because nobody died.
Oh,
Wow, that's good info.
Yeah.
Wait, no one died in the first episode of the season?
No, what you say?
Or someone
Season
died?
3?
Yeah, since
Yeah.
season 3, episode 7.
There's at least been a death every single episode. I believe that.
That's so sad to
Think-
think about.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it's a small character maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of
Or
course.
just in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I wonder what the episode is with no deaths in season 3. I'll have to go back and find out. Or if you know, tell us. There's also one thing else here, an exciting amount of Game of Thrones predictions. Now, I said, I think maybe last time, that I wasn't going to talk about my predictions for the end of the series because I think that I'm right. And so it would kind of be a spoiler, if I shout it out right now. So I did write them down in a sealed envelope. Game of Thrones predictions right here. I will show you that there is a paper inside. Don't you guys?
This sealed envelope.
Oh, it's not sealed. I'm not about to lick an envelope. But I did write some things down here, so don't you guys look at that. But I do have my prediction for who will be on the throne at the end, and a couple of major characters where I think they'll be, and then just an alive or dead list in general. So we will seal this right now. In fact, on camera.
You're gonna have
So
to
for
lick
now,
it.
we'll prove it. Yeah. And we'll prove that way. We'll prove that I didn't tamper with it later. I haven't licked an envelope in 100 years.
Oh.
Mailed a letter
You
in a
look
long
so
time.
good for 100.
Boom. So that'll be exciting. After the last episode, come back here. We'll do a live opening, a final post show, I guess, and it will be super cool. So top 3 battles. Since tonight is a big battle episode, Joanna, what do you remember as a great battle? Your favorite battle so far?
My favorite one was probably with Jon Snow. I don't even know what the name of it is, but when he's like up and like he first sees the Night King, when they like go to save all of the, why am I blinking?
Wildlings.
The wildlings.
It's
yeah.
hard. It's actually really hard on camera to think
I'm
and
like,
talk at the same
I
time.
can't do this.
It is strangely difficult.
But yeah, I think that one was probably one of my favorite because I think that was like the first realization that he realized like what force he was going to be dealing with. Like he kind of only saw the whites and he was just like, well, this fucking sucks. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. Sorry, guys.
I think it's okay.
But yeah, I think like when he saw them and he saw how quickly he resurrected all the dead, it was just kind of like, we have an issue that we need to take care of. So I think that was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that's a good call. Hardhome, Battle of Hardhome. Yeah, that was fantastic because it was the first time we really got to see the White Walkers and the Night King in action.
Yeah.
And you realize how big a threat it is. They've been talking about it for a while, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, zombies and the White Walkers, they're clearly a threat.
Yeah.
But like, how is that? How are they going to get over the wall? What are they going to do? They're just zombies.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to see firsthand there that they're pretty intense.
Yeah, scaling over the little like wood wall, and it's just like running through it until they can like break through. And
Yeah.
it's just like they have no other ambition aside from like killing everybody. It's like that's their end goal always. So it's like they don't care.
And they're not dumb Walking Dead, like slow, like
They're fast.
worthless zombies. Yeah, they can move fast. They can use weapons. We're gonna see zombies tonight, like holding swords and shields and spears. I imagine.
Yeah, I would run away.
Yeah.
Is that on the prediction list?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. Vince, do you remember any cool battles? Do you have a favorite one?
I don't know if these count as battles, but I definitely appreciate trial by combat. I think it's like definitely an interesting way to go about doing things. And shout out to Tyrion for always like weaseling his way out of things.
Right?
One of my favorite characters for sure.
He's
Maybe
fantastic.
my favorite.
It is amazing if you went through the whole series on a rewatch and you were like, how many times did Tyrion almost die? It would be quite a bit.
Constantly.
He was in danger a lot. But the other big battles, one of my favorites, was one of the first ones, the Battle of the Blackwater, where Stannis sieges King's Landing. It was just a really, really good one. I love a good siege is the thing. It's one of my favorites. And I loved Stannis back in the day. He's a fun character. And of course it was interesting too because at the time he was kind of a good guy, maybe going to defeat the Lannisters, but at the same time you had your good characters on the inside. Tyrion was the one who was defending it, and of course, we love him. It was a good one though, a lot of fun, some fun fighting, some good times. I love Tyrion's big speech, where he really rallied all the troops of King's Landing, rallied the defenses, they cheered for him, half man. Showed that he really, can be a good leader when the time comes.
Yeah, he's very good at speaking to a large crowd and kind of rallying everybody around him.
Exactly. He knows just what to say
Yeah.
all the time. That's actually one of my favorite parts. Do you guys remember Stannis' pre-battle speech to his men? I think all he said was, wait, what did he say? He's like, let's He's just like, let's go kill them. Like, he's like, a lot of us are gonna die. Let's go. Hold on, I'm embarrassed. I don't know this quote by heart, but it was basically a one sentence pre-battle speech, and I always loved that about him. I thought that was a cool moment. So that's a good ones, and we didn't mention obviously Battle of the Bastards. Some of you guys in chat, yeah, I see those coming in. Yeah, that one was incredible. That was the big one last season. Obviously, Jon Snow fighting against Ramsay Snow to take back Winterfell.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah.
Just like the whole two armies like colliding right in the middle was just like insane visually. I was like, whoa, how'd you do that? How'd you guys do that?
It was incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
That was as well filmed as like any major movie, you know?
Yeah.
It reminded people of Saving Private Ryan and stuff. The way he was in the middle of the chaos, and you get a nice long, a long take where you have a chance to really see what's going on. You know, as people and horses are running everywhere, arrows falling like crazy. Yeah, that was it's amazing.
Yeah.
Real testament to Game of Thrones' production value.
We have a couple people saying that the Blackwater is, you know,
People love that one too.
their favorite. And someone says, take this city. Did Stannis say, take this city?
Yeah, let's take this city. Something.
That's pretty motivating, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not about to run through a wall, but
No.
it's not bad.
Indeed.
You undersold it.
I did. And I love the sieges like that because you realize how much effort it is. You're like, oh wait a minute, we got to get on the boats and we got to row to shore. Then we got to run through the arrows to get to the walls. You got to put up the ladders.
Yeah.
You gotta, yeah, it's a lot of work. I can't believe anyone ever actually did it in history. Did it? Did castle sieges happen? It seems like way too much effort.
Yes, they absolutely did happen.
History professor over here.
I would want to be the person like at the tail end of the.
Hannah, did they actually burn the boats in history, or is that just like a metaphor?
Yeah, they've actually burned boats before when they knew they were losing, absolutely.
That's crazy.
Oh, so people couldn't retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I meant like the people who are attacking, they burn the boats, so they are not allowed to retreat at all. They have to win or they die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's a crazy move.
It is. It's a metaphor. I had a.
Well, it is nowadays a metaphor. Yeah.
That's true. It was an
No
actual
one's, no
move.
one's burning boats anymore.
Now it's a metaphor.
To the death.
Of yeah, there's no going back.
Right.
You have to commit. Only forward. That was a great battle that never happened. The first battle of Winterfell, when Stannis tried to attack it with the remnants of his forces, that almost everyone had abandoned him at that point. And yeah, I love the other line of his, only forward. You know, we can't march back. It's like, this is it. When you're clearly not going to win. But
Yeah.
Someone just mentioned that the director of the Bastards will direct tonight's episode, the Battle of the Bastards.
yeah.
so-
It's Michael Sabacek? Maybe?
That's a name.
I
yes.
know I recognize some of the directors. I don't normally pay attention, but I've watched enough Game of Thrones. I know Mr. Brian Cogman has done some of them. I think he did last week's, and I think Sapacek, Mikey Sapo, as I call him, is the big battle guy. So yeah, this promises to be one of the biggest battles filmed of all time. I'm pretty excited. Let's actually talk a little strategy about how this battle is going down. We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah. I'm stressed.
Where is John supposed to be? Do you know?
I don't know where he's supposed to be, but I hope somewhere safe.
Somewhere safe.
I hope somewhere far away from the battle, but I know he's not going to be because that's not in his character.
He'll be in the thick of things.
Yeah.
I wonder how much time he'll be riding a dragon and how much time he'll be on the ground.
Oh.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Is he good with dragons though?
Yeah, they did that one in episode 1.
No, but he seemed uncomfortable.
I mean, he didn't fall
and
off.
that's being kind.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, he did hold on successfully. I don't
Yeah.
know if he's gotten the hang of battling from a dragon yet.
Yeah.
It's also rough because you can't do much except just be like, dragon, burn
Right.
them. You can't like reach anyone with
Yeah.
your sword.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Danny's got it down. She's
Danny's
like,
pretty good at it, yeah. Yeah, she's no good with the sword. She's
No.
good with the dragon.
I mean, I feel like that's all you would want, right?
It's better
Do
in
you
most
want to
cases.
bring a sword or a dragon to fight the dragon? For sure.
It's actually an interesting thing I was thinking about is the dragons, you know, at first you picture the final battle
Yeah.
over the 8 years ago when I was just reading the books and, you know, had seen season 1. I was like, okay, eventually we're going to have dragons fighting the army of the dead. And how are they going to lose, though? They're just going to blow through all these zombies, no problem.
Yeah.
But we got to see at the Awesome Zombie Battle, put that on the top 5 list, Awesome Zombie Battle Beyond the Wall last season, where they were capturing the White that the dragons are actually very vulnerable, flying around out there.
Yeah.
The Night King, he's real good with that javelin. So if they've got a bunch of White Walkers maybe that are as good as him, or if he's just there with the javelin, the dragons, you don't want to send them out. They might get taken down early, and then you're really at a disadvantage. I would be so sad if another dragon dies.
No, don't do
They're
that
like
to us.
they're like little puppies, you know.
Would that be the saddest death? Like characters you don't want to die, like Dragon A, Dragon B, and then 3 is like Jon Snow or Dany.
Yeah, 3 is Jon Snow's wolf.
Oh,
Ghost.
No, Ghost.
Oh,
Who
course.
is confirmed here. He showed up last episode.
Yeah,
You guys saw him?
hot second.
Yeah, we thought that he was just abandoned, to the CGI budget, but he stood
So
there,
the most
he
tragic
stuck around.
deaths exclusively would be animals, for the record.
Oh yeah, but Ghost is like number 1 for sure.
Yeah. What would be the most tragic deaths today?
I would be very, very sad if Brienne
Yeah,
died.
that would
Or Tormund.
either of them
Ugh,
would be
God.
really sad to see go, and I think they're both in the danger zone.
Oh yeah.
I would say the safe zone are sort of the main characters, Jon and Dany. I think they'll make it. There's still 3 episodes left after this one. They have to go forward. But yeah, any of these mid-tier characters, any of them could go in a heroic sacrifice tonight. Brienne would make me so sad. She just got knighted. That was the big thing that happened last week. She was officially Sir Brienne, a knight of the 7 kingdoms.
And Tormund was his proud girlfriend.
Tormund
Cheering her
had
on.
such a big smile, had a nice clap for her, and a great story about his giant's mill.
Oh god.
That was a good one.
That was, yeah. That whole campfire or fire scene was just the best.
We have some people saying like Sir Davos, Podrick,
Oh, Podrick.
Sam.
Oh, Podrick, no. Davos,
Grey Worm.
I need Davos to survive and go home to his theoretical wife and kids. Like that, does he still have them somewhere? He mentioned them early on, but he's been away for a while.
Yeah.
And Podrick is just coming into his own.
I know, and his sweet little song. Don't kill him.
He can't die after a song like that. He might.
Yeah.
I don't know, this battle might go 1 of 2 ways. It might be just like 1 or 2 deaths,
Yeah.
or it might be like, they're like, look, actually, we're losing 80
Stacking.
right now. This is a huge deal.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see which way it goes. I have actually no idea, to be honest. I have my final life and death list, but I don't know how much of that is happening tonight.
A lot.
Someone asked, do you think that Dickon Tarley deserved to die? And I think that's a silly question, but a good question.
Yeah.
Like a throwback.
Good old.
Talking of death.
Yeah, Dickon Tarley, you remember he was Sam's brother, and you remember it was last season Dany burned him and his father for, not bending the knee, not surrendering. And, even though they were on the wrong side, Cersei's clearly the bad guy, but it was a noble thing of them to do, is not to surrender. But also, I absolutely would have agreed with Tyrion and not burned Dickon, You execute the father, say, Dickon, let's put you in jail for a bit, we could think about this later. You might be, you seem like generally a good guy. I guess she didn't know that at the time.
So you give him the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to have, I don't know, it's nice to give people a chance.
Yeah. Or at least give
What
him
do you
like a second to like answer. It's like not take such a rash decision, make it so quickly. I don't know.
Yeah. Vince, if you were conquering a country and you said surrender or die, people refused to surrender, what would you do?
That's a deep question for a stream. You still have to just kill them, right?
Yeah, in some ways you have to. That's what Dany ended up doing.
Okay.
She was like, if I don't, then all of a sudden, what did she say to Tyrion? She said, if he's allowed a third choice of imprisonment, then everyone's gonna want that choice.
Right. She would look weak essentially
So
in
it's
front
like-
of all those people.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, I didn't think of that third option, imprisonment.
Exactly. If you make it an option, that's sort of an easy choice for them.
Yeah.
You get to play both sides and don't have to commit.
No, I think that's fair. Has Dany done a heel turn? Ish? Is that a bad question?
No, what do you mean? In terms of becoming, say, a more ruthless ruler?
Exactly, yeah.
There's been a lot of talk I've seen around forums and stuff about Dany becoming the new Mad Queen, following in her father's footsteps. And I think that's a bunch of rubbish, as they say in England.
Well, thanks, Brennan.
Because, she's made hard choices like this, like executing Dickon.
Yeah.
But she hasn't seemed to take any joy in it. It's just really, it's a tough dilemma when you're trying to conquer a nation. You have to be a bit ruthless, no doubt. Everything seems like she still wants to be a really good ruler and is a good person. She's been annoying these last 2 episodes, kind of, as she butts heads with Sansa. John tells her about his parentage, and her first thought is like, wait, so you're above me in the line of succession? Instead of, wait, you're my nephew? I've been banging my nephew?
Right.
So, yeah.
Priorities.
Yeah. It's a tough thing for her. And, I mean, maybe she will head down that path still. We have a couple episodes left. But, no, I think she's still a real good person. She's still a good guy, in my vote.
Okay, just checking.
I would have burned Dick on Tarly, actually. I support her, yeah. You gotta be ruthless.
So we've been talking a lot about the kids, right? So like Daenerys and Jon and Sansa, these are all the kids that have survived their parents. But one person we haven't mentioned yet is Bran. And so I wanted to kind of ask about that. David was asking about him. And I think it's a good point because I can't stop talking about him because of how creepy he is. But, he's kind of the odd child out, right? Who has this kind of journey that he says he has to be a part of. So what do you guys think about that and where he's ended up?
I mean, he's not like a person, or he doesn't consider himself a person anymore, right? So he's just like, I'm the three-eyed raven. I'm not Bran. I'm not anything else but the three-eyed raven. So I don't know. I think it's interesting to see his character develop into this non-person now and just kind of exist and just say these little quick like snippets of somebody's past. It's like, you said that before, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I did. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I don't know. He's weird.
It is funny he can't hold a normal conversation.
Yeah, he just instantly starts off with, I'm not Bran. It's like, we know.
He's just people ask him a question and he responds with like a cryptic, cool answer. And then imagine the follow-up, like, okay, so what do you know? How are you doing?
Yeah, I love that Tyrion was like, we have plenty of time, tell me your story. Because it's like, out of anybody, it's like the only person that could understand him, I feel like, would be Tyrion. Because it's like, he has the patience to sit down and kind of like listen to every little thing that he could possibly tell him and like break it down in his own mind to like relay that message to other people. It's like, no, I'm not talking to Bran. It's like, no, I did it for you, and like this is what he's doing. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But like, I like that scene where he was just like, no, we're gonna talk about it, kid. What's going on?
Yeah, actually tell me your backstory here. I don't think he's gone into too much detail with his other siblings, Sansa didn't ask many follow-up questions.
Right, they're just like, oh, cool, Bran. Yeah,
he's like, I learned from the wizard in the tree. They're like, okay, sure.
There's like, in their defense, there's like too much going on right now to take care of your like slightly strange brother. It's like, hopefully this corrects itself, after puberty and such.
Exactly. Yeah, I wonder what Bran's future holds. I don't really see him.
Is he in the
having a
envelope?
happy ending. He's somewhere in the envelope. I have no idea.
you said you don't see him having a happy ending. Okay.
Yeah, because what's he gonna do? Like, go back to normal, or just like be the weird uncle in the Winterfell Tower?
Yeah.
That could be it.
Is he gonna go back to the tree if they win?
Well,
Maybe,
like he's like a walking history book, right? Like, it's like he just has to be by himself, like absorbing all of history that's going on, that has happened, that might happen. It's like, you can't talk to people. What do you like? Yeah. I know what you've been doing. It's like, oh, Baron, I don't want to talk about it. Don't judge me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So we talked big battles. I think the guest might be arriving pretty soon. Actually, special guest. Is that? That's them right. That's them right now. That's exciting.
Yay.
I'm gonna get the door for them, and then we'll see. They've got a lot of input, I think, about tonight's episode. So hopefully we learn some cool things here.
Yay! I can't wait.
So Jana, who was the worst death for you?
The worst death. Oh.
Or like most shocking?
Hodor.
Oh God.
Oh.
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
It's a little nervous.
Y'all know me?
What's up, Mr. King?
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah.
I don't have much of a voice normally, but I'm feeling talkative tonight. Hey, I'm the Night's King. Mana recaps, he had to go to the bathroom, so he said you guys could interview me just as well.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm coming in tonight's episode, big battle. You know what I'm talking about. Me, versus Johnny and Danny Yeah. What do you think? I think I'm gonna win. That's my prediction.
I mean, you have the numbers for sure.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Hit me.
What do you do to prepare for like a big battle?
Excellent question.
Thank you.
Future zombie warrior.
What? God.
You know, the key thing when you're going into a big game or a big battle, you know, you gotta have the preparation. We've got the playbook going down. We do practice 7 days a week, basically 24/7 is basically practice. We've got a good team. That's what it's about, building a good team. We've got the best zombie hordes. We got wildlings. We got Knights Watchmen. We got everyone from Hard Home. They're all cool. We got a bunch of horses. Got a couple giants. Those are the big sluggers, big hitters coming in, pinch hitters.
Do you have any elephants?
Yeah, we actually do. Don't tell Cersei this.
Oh no.
Don't tell Cersei, but I found an elephant just to piss her off. I heard she loves elephants. I was like, yo, girl, let me find one. So I went all the way across to the Narrow Sea over there. Went to Pentos. I was like, yo, Pentos, give me. So I got an elephant. Yeah,
Good.
only the one.
Okay.
I had to trade them a giant for it.
Oh, okay.
So
That
got
seems like a loss.
You got a zombie giant. Pentos. Yeah.
Is there like a pregame meal? Like what do you eat?
Oh man, yeah. What do we eat? Mostly just snow. Actually, just ice and snow.
Just
Snow cones. Do you like?
Yeah, we actually got Jeff. You haven't seen him yet really on the show much. He's always sort of in the background next to me. He's the guy that handed me the spear. He's our White Walker chef. Yeah, makes snow cones, snow popsicles, ice popsicles, snow pancakes. You just take some snow and you know, mash together. Boom.
Yeah.
Little ice syrup. It's amazing.
nice.
Yum.
Yeah. The other thing, it's important to stay loose. You gotta stay loose before a big battle. We take ice baths.
Makes
You might
sense.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink some ice cold brewskis.
Nice.
We like brewskis up there.
Cheers for
Yeah.
that.
To the brewskis.
Yeah.
I can't drink this now, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to drink before battle.
No, of course not. That's why you can't drink.
That's why I can't drink.
Yeah.
My mouth, you know, I don't move much.
Well, I think the Night King, I think you have to get out of here now.
Right.
Okay.
You gotta go prepare for a big battle tonight.
It's true. I'll be there. Yeah, half an hour. You guys are gonna see me. I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna be sword in hand. Don't forget, I'm riding that dragon. That's the big surprise. It's gonna be, gonna be good.
Well, I hope you don't win. Bye.
Oh, well, that's fair. All right, see you guys later. See you
Good
guys
luck.
tonight.
Oh man.
He was nicer than I expected.
Yeah. Had a lot of good
Yeah.
tips.
A little more relatable.
Yeah.
Hey, what I missed? Did the guy come? Did Night King come?
Yeah, he did.
Yes. Oh man, I can't believe I missed him. He was real quick in and out of there.
Yeah.
He's a big battler or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention to
He's
sort of
got
like
a
episode 2.
busy schedule, so.
Yeah.
He does. He's got to start walking. It's taken him 8 seasons to like get from the north to Winterfell.
It's a good point. They should have a spin-off show about like what took him so long, you know? There were definitely a lot of like sweet side quests, right?
Yeah, imagine hunting for snow pancakes. He told me about that on the way out. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get some pancakes."
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was exciting.
Yeah.
Do you think he drinks Johnny White Walker?
That's his only drink, Johnny White Walker.
Yeah.
Sponsored by, potentially.
Not actually. We're not actually sponsored by Johnny White Walker.
It's true. I don't know what the legal rules are.
We're not.
I need a lawyer. If you're a lawyer, I need you too, and an agent, and we'll work this all out. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. What do you guys think? Is this a half-hour episode? Should we go 25 more minutes? Take you guys right up to the finale? No, we're gonna call it now. We got some preparation to do too over here. I'm excited for the episode. Any final words here? Final predictions? Total Jon Snow alive count?
Jon Snow alive. A lot of tears coming out of these eyes, for sure.
Good prediction.
It's gonna be a lot of action. I'm excited for the pivot from the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's get going.
This is the big one here. This is the one. It's 120 minutes.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm ready, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. A little live pre-show here with the Man of Recaps. Game of Thrones season 8, episode 3 coming right now. Battle of Winterfell. Catch you later.
Bye.
I need to figure out a different sign-off phrase. I have my welcome phrase. I say welcome to the Man